Cele Kula, which should be interpreted as Skull Tower. I asked these young people down here if they spoke English. Of course they said yes, and I asked them if I needed a ticket. They said yes, and I complimented them on their excellent English. Unlike the Chinese, unfortunately, these people, which start off, everybody has to learn English. That's required, and then you can elect another language, so you'll know 3 languages. This is, of course, a new building. The building commemorates is that towards the end of the Ottomans' 500-year control of the Balkans, some of the Serbians mounted a counter-revolution, if you will, and had a battle outside of Niš, and that battle they lost. And so what the general who won, the Turk general who won, as a warning to others, had their heads removed and had a pyramid created out of their skulls. He wasn't the first to do this. This was done by Genghis Khan and his crowd, using heads and other ones with penises, etc. I don't know what this commemorates, but 1809 might have been. All the skulls remain, of course, but here you can see the indentations where they used to be. What's interesting is the small size, which was evidence in the helmets that had been worn that I've seen in museums. I don't know how high it went. I thought it was a pyramid, but maybe not. See how wood was used to provide internal structural support, I suppose. It's done as a warning to all Serbians: do not mess with us again. Do not revolt. Coming from that circled area down there, which is the Skull Tower, I'm working my way on a diagonal from that point to the upper left, trying to get to the river eventually. I may be in this area here, but I'm not really sure where I'm at. But I'm going to hang a left down through here, I think. It's a nice combination of bars, restaurants, which really means bars, cafes, if you will. Kids playing area, there's a pool over there. Church that we just panned past, and they're finishing the bell tower on that. And this looks park-like straight ahead of me, and tennis courts to the right. Nice area to live. Through there is a park, so that's where I think I am. So I'm just going to keep angling this way, which is to the west, and generally northwest that way. The apartment buildings, and cross the margin onto the grassy area, which I think runs up against that embankment, which I think is the river. And then I just go left until I get to the fortress. Looking east down the river. This has certainly never been developed, although the side of the river has. This works just as well for bathers and bikers. Even better, I think. Perception and opinion of Serbia, if Niš is any example of it, is that even the older apartment buildings don't look like the Russian commie blocks that you saw in Bulgaria, and even more so in Macedonia. Here, even if they are of that old style and somewhat like that, they're better maintained. You can see there's been painting on the bottom to take care of the graffiti. There are oftentimes flowers. And again, here, this area here, park-like and maintained, with this very lovely gazebo here. As well as the one that I'm walking on are good for biking. Here, a pedestrian bridge that gives those people across the river access to these amenities on the left, because theirs has not been treated in that same fashion. Extrapolate from My observation, if it's correct, is that the overall economy is just better here in Serbia. One other note is it's much cleaner. There are trash receptacles that have not rotted out, that are actually maintained and not as evident in the center of town as it is here. It does appear to be there, although just not used that much. There, I think, is the fortress. Straight ahead you can see it beyond that woman. So I think I'll cross over this bridge here. That way I can see the vendors along that side near the fort. Vendors have packed up and gone away probably several hours ago, because apparently Sunday is the day when folks stay home. I wonder if they're required as a group in order to keep their status that they pick up their trash each time. A girl at the, one of the girls actually spoke English and information today, that's good, but unfriendly as hell. But the guy there in the booth, very friendly guy, told me how much it cost, where the bus was, and so I went and got him a small drink of orange juice, handed to him, which was a real surprise, and I just said with my expression, "You're a good man. He will take care of me." I didn't do it for that reason, but he'll make sure I get on the to Pristina is on an old bus on a very bad road, because the Serbians are damned if they're going to repair this road that goes to Kosovo. And now we're on a dirt road. Whether this is a alternate route or a detour, I haven't a clue. We just left, and it looks like we're going to dovetail right back into it in a moment, so we'll see what happens. Route we have to take in order to avoid the Serbian-Kosovo border issue. Phenomenal field of